Hi everyone, today our group will be presenting our research proposal titled Car Sharing and Ride Sharing, Evaluating Consumer Value in Urban Transport in the Year 2026. This research has been conducted by Saryu Kakriya, Radhika Bhadukoki, Ishika Ben Patel and Swati Damodia as part of the Integrated Business Project Management Unit HC3131. The purpose of this study is to explore how shared mobility services are transforming transportation in modern cities and to evaluate which model car sharing or ride sharing creates greater value for consumers and businesses. In the slide 2, that's the introduction part. To begin with, our research focuses on two major transportation models that are increasingly shaping urban mobility: car sharing and ride sharing. Car sharing refers to a system where individuals rent a vehicle for a short period and drive it themselves, usually paying by the hour or by distance traveled. On the other hand, ride sharing involves booking a driver through a digital platform such as mobile application who then transports the passenger to their destination. Both of them models are designed to reduce reliance on privately owned vehicles while offering flexible transportation options that better suit the needs of modern urban populations. In this slide 3, that's the background of shared mobility. Urban transportation systems have become increasingly complex over the past few decades. This is mainly due to rapid urbanization and population growth in major cities around the world. As a result, cities now face several serious transportation challenges such as traffic congestion, limited parking availability, environmental pollution, and rising transportation costs. These problems have created a demand for alternative transport solutions. Shared mobility services address these challenges by allowing people to access transportation when needed without the financial and environmental costs of owning a private vehicle. This makes them an important component of modern urban transportation system.
Now moving on to the importance of this topic in 2026. This research topic is particularly important in 2026 because the mobility industry is evolving rapidly. In recent years, consumer behavior has changed due to several economic and social factors such as economic recovery after global disruptions, rising fuel prices, inflation, and growing environmental awareness. Because of these factors, many consumers now prefer flexible transportation services rather than long-term vehicle ownership. As a result, the demand for shared mobility solution has increased significantly, making this an important area for research. Slide 5, industry examples and market growth. The growth of shared mobility can also be seen through the expansion of companies operating in this sector. For example, ride-sharing companies such as Uber and Lyft have expanded their services beyond transportations to include food delivery, subscription services, and premium ride options. Similarly, car-sharing platforms like Zipper and GoGate allow users to access vehicles only when they need them, eliminating the costs associated with purchasing, maintaining, and insuring a private car. These services are increasingly becoming part of smart city initiatives and sustainable urban transport planning. Slide 6, environmental and urban impact. Shared mobility also plays an important role in addressing environmental and urban challenges. Many governments are encouraging shared transport services because they can reduce the number of privately owned cars on the road, which helps decrease congestion and improve parking space utilization. Additionally, shared mobility platforms are increasingly incorporating electric vehicles, which support sustainability goals. However, some studies also suggest that ride-sharing services may sometimes increase urban conditions, particularly when vehicles travel without a passenger while waiting for the next ride. So this creates an interesting debate about the overall impact of these services. Thank you.
Although both car sharing and ride sharing aim to improve urban mobility, they differ in several important aspects. These differences include pricing, structures, customer convenience, environmental impact, and overall service flexibility. Because of these variations, it is important to understand which model creates greater value for users. Therefore, the main aim of this research is to evaluate which transport model provides greater overall value to consumers and businesses in urban areas in 2026. Now we are moving in next slide 8. Principal research question. Based on this research aim, our main research question is which transport model, car sharing or ride sharing, provides greater overall value to consumers and businesses in urban areas in 2026. This question focuses on understanding the comparative benefits and limitations of both mobility models. This study will explore how these services differs in terms of consumer preference, operational efficiency and overall business performances. We are moving next in slide 9. Secondary research questions. The support the main research question we develop for secondary research questions. First, we will examine which factors influence customer preference when choosing between car sharing and ride sharing. Second, we will analyze how pricing structures affect the competitiveness of these services. Third, the research will explore the environmental and traffic impacts associated with each transport model. Finally, the study will investigate how transport companies can improve customer satisfaction and long-term profitability in the shared mobility market. Together, this question will provide a deeper understanding of the shared mobility industry. Slide 10. Research methodology. To answer these research questions, the study will use a mixed method research approach. Mixed method research approach combines both qualitative and quantitative data, which allows researchers to analyze the statistical patterns while also understanding individual user experiences. This approach provides a more comprehensive understanding of the research problem. The research will be conducted in 3 stages: secondary research, quantitative surveys, and qualitative interviews. Each stage will contribute different type of insights to the overall study. Thank you.
And last one is a conclusion. In conclusion, this research is expected to highlight several important insights about shared mobility services. The findings may show that ride sharing offers orders convenience, particularly for users who prefer not to drive. At the same time, car sharing may provide greater flexibility and cost efficiency, especially for longer trips or for users who want full control of the vehicles. The research is also expected to confirm that the price and convenience remain the most important factors influencing consumer decisions, although environmental sustainability is becoming increasingly important, especially among younger consumers. Overall, the study aims to provide valuable insights that can help transport companies, policy markets, and investors make a better decision about the future of shared mobility service. Thank you for listening.